about it.
Fire split!
Old Uncle Donkey. Gee, Donkey. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. YouTube.com/Geek Aloud. It's Friday morning. It's 10 a.m.-ish. 10 minutes. It's probably one of my best ever. No, not Unky Donkey at all. He's busy. Bully, however, is with me on Discord. Bully, good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Good morning, very good. And you are right, this is probably as close to the nominated start time as it's been for a while.
I think ever in the history of the channel. Now, Bully, I will lash out and buy from here in the store the toolkit, so you don't need to pick one up.
No, all good, all good. Actually, it's funny you talk about the start times because I think the one time that we were ready for the Gaming Enforcement Agency, which for those that haven't checked in, is Tuesday at about 8-ish. The one time that we were actually on time for that was the one time that I wasn't ready because I was busy putting kids to bed before we started.
It's always going to happen that way, man. It's always going to happen. Oh, and now I should note to the viewers, I've taken Unky Donkey's advice. Well, his advice wasn't to rack it up to 120 FOV, but I have got the fisheye rocking. What I have done, though, off his advice, is I've gone for the red dot reticule as opposed to the standard crosshair. So if you're wondering what's going on there, that's what that is. Oh, that reminds me, Bully, did you ever get into Counter-Strike on the PC?
No, I missed that one. I think I did. I reckon. Oh, geez, that's a big word. I did a lot of PC gaming back in the sort of late 90s. So we're talking the Command and Conquer style.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. How good was the Command and Conquer soundtrack? To this day, I listen to that Fight in Hell song. I love it so much.
So I think primarily cost of running a high-end PC, so it was switched over to consoles at that point. So I missed the whole Counter-Strike and all that sort of stuff.
That is a shame. The factoid I'd like to share with you is I learnt this hack/screen cheat, if you will, from Counter-Strike, because they would give you a sniper rifle, but when you equip the sniper rifle, they removed the crosshair from the screen, so you couldn't, be cheeky headshotting people. And the hack was you put a tiny little blue tack in the middle of your screen and you use that as the reticule, and it worked a treat. So me running around with this little red dot in the middle is bringing me back to the old days of Counter-Strike where I always had a bit of blue tack front and centre.
Well, so that'd be the one thing that'd get my kids going, because them playing Fortnite, I constantly hear this bloke's got an aimbot, this bloke's got an aimbot. So now that sort of explains, probably in some part how the aim of some of the players on Fortnite is so good.
It is, man. Go and invest in 20 cents worth of blue tack and they are to improve your kid's kill rate, I'm sure. Although, how nice is your monitor? Maybe you don't want to put blue tack on it if it's a nice big LCD, something.
No, it's hard enough keeping the kids away from touching the screen.
I sent you a photo yesterday of my mate, one of my young boys playing. How close was he standing? It's like a 50-inch LCD and he's standing almost right on top of it.
Yep.
But to your point, mate, that monitor is covered in fingerprints.
Yep. I've constantly got you can get the screen wipes that I've constantly got sitting under the screen.
Oh, yeah, nice.
To mop up after they've had a bit of game time, and every time you walk in, they want to show you what they've done or what skin they've got or whatever it is, and they do it by touching the screen.
Yeah, look right here. You don't need to touch the screen. If you've got 500 yams on you, mate, you can pick up a weaponsmith card over where I'm standing. And if I could remember which button does the highlight, I'd highlight it for you.
Let's see if I've got 500, but we'll find out in a sec.
Nice. Card activated. Oh, I didn't know that. That sounds like I was spending your money deliberately, but you activated the card and I got the boost as well.
Oh, nice.
I'll take the win. All right, now, Bully, the big question from last night's stream, if you haven't watched it, we were playing The Ascent. Did you decide to part with $6 this morning?
No. Busy this morning.
Oh, no, I'm not saying you've done it. I was just wondering if you'd made the decision.
Oh, look, I think for the $6, I might jump in that, but...
Paw Patrol and Peppa Pig? Oh, nice. And did you bring your... God, what are they called? Hey, here we go. I can use the kit. Here we go. Big upgrades in here, mate. What do we got? And now I've totally lost my train of thought. What were we saying? Oh, yes, the Power Wash Simulator. What are those? I can't remember what's the brand name of the washers? Like is it Karasha or something? Like in the real world. What is it? Karcher. So do you have the Karcher and do you have it next to the couch?
I was a little wonder they didn't come out with some sort of
peripheral?
Peripheral for it.
Yeah, I know, right? I was thinking the best we could do maybe on the channel is plug in the old Guitar Hero guitars and remap the buttons. That's the closest thing I could think of.
Well, you got to go back to the old Wii days of literally every game that came out, they had some sort of peripheral that would go with it.
Yeah, remember the U draw that almost bankrupted Ubisoft?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know there was a golf stick accessory. You're going to have to get me a photo of that one. I want to see it. Yeah. So I'm imagining it's about the size of the tennis racket ones that I had for the tennis game on the last GEA. Yeah, nice. I got to see a photo, man. Send it through at some point. Oh, nice. Now, here's a little bit of inside gossip on me. I absolutely love baseball and I play it every weekend. I'm in a team and everything. It's one of the highlights of my week. So I'm a big baseball fan, but I've never played the Wii with a baseball peripheral. That sounds amazing. Oh,
I've played for a while. I'm not sure how well it holds up these days, but...
Oh, just the whole swing would be fun, you know. I don't care if it looks poor. I'd love to get my hands on it. Do you think Unky Dunky was still at EB Games when the Wii was rocking, or had he moved on from then? Because I bet he'd have some stories about, you know, back rooms full of unmovable stock of the U-Draw and stuff.
I reckon he would have. I reckon he would have been, because what was... The Wii was...
Was that 2006?
2006?
Yeah, I think.
I reckon he may well have been.
Excellent. On the next GA, if I can remember, I'll ask him for a story or two about it. Oh, look, the next safe house is just there. We've smashed this.
Oh, this was an easy one.
Oh, now, who sings Gimme Shelter? Is that the Rolling Stones?
Oh, that's out of my wheelhouse there. I only listened to the only...
You only listen to two kinds of music, country and western. I love it. I love it. God, how good's the Blues Brothers? Such a good film.
Now, for that, just out of interest for those, because we did Back to Blood on Tuesday, I think.
That's true, yep.
And we were both playing on the Xbox, so you went out and got the PS5 version as well.
I did. This is the PS5 disc edition for $29 and includes the $40 season pass as well as the base game. So what a deal.
So that's why if you're watching the other day and now you're watching this, we've actually gone back
Great call, Bully. I'm glad you're here to pick it up, man. I would have totally glossed over that one.
Yeah, we've actually gone back in the campaign or story mode a little bit because you sort of restarted back on the PS5, and I'm still playing on the Xbox. So you can see, I'm not sure how it's working for you, but I've got no lag or no issues doing the crossplay either. So
Yeah.
it's working well.
It's seamless. It is working for me absolutely seamlessly. And I'm going to say, Bully, now that I've played both games, like both versions of the game, excuse me, Xbox Series X and PS5 on the exact same monitor, exact same setup, I got to tell you, the PS5's got the edge on it. It looks better.
Oh, okay. Well, you might have almost convinced me to drop the $30. I think you said last night and it includes the season pass, which
Yes.
in and of itself costs about $40.
Correct, mate. Yes, absolutely. It's such a steal. Not only is it a steal, it comes in a steel case. That's how you know it's a steal.
Yes.
This game looks amazing, and if you played it originally when it came out on the Xbox and you're a bit disappointed with it, I got to say they've done some patching, they've done some brilliantness. This game looks and runs a lot better than it launched. Well worth an investment, I reckon.
And I think the best way to play it, because I think we've both done it as solo with some of the bots that you play with, but I think for mine, the enjoyment of playing this is ramped up markedly by jumping in with a few mates and doing the co-op, which
I agree completely.
Was pretty much.
Ready? I'm ready. In fact, from now on, you can call me Ready McReady.
Yeah, very true. Now, I'm assuming from the previous conversation about Counter-Strike that you didn't play it on PC? Yeah, Left 4 Dead. Or Left 4 Dead 2 specifically. Fair enough. The reason I bring up the PC version of Left 4 Dead 2 is, I don't know if you remember, but they had the old green blood in Australia because it was before we had the R18 classification. The only way they could release it was green blood on console. But on PC, of course, you could mod it and get the blood back in, which is how I played it.
Nice. Well, that reminds me of the old, I think Mortal Kombat on was it the SNES version or the Genesis or Mega Drive version that had...
It was a Nintendo version.
That had the green... so the green blood in Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
The original one.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I can't remember which Nintendo it was, but it was definitely a Nintendo system that did it.
Yeah.
Was it 64 back then? You'd think it must have been.
No, it was the original Mortal Kombat, and I think the second one and the third one all came out on the SNES.
Oh, wow, my timelines are off there. Oh, I'd like to point out to those watching the stream, if you see the awesome, what does it say, Biohazard on my blade here, that is part of the DLC pack-in. The old skins pack, it lets all my weapons say Biohazard. So as I'm chopping the heads off zombies, they can see the word Biohazard coming at them just before they lose their neck. Oh, now I've got to let you lead here, Bully, because last time I went through this, I was trapped in this swamp for hours. I could not work my way out, so I'm going to do my best to remember I'm letting you lead and just hang back but on your heels.
Well, we'll see how we go. I think it was the same as the other day. It might be the blind leading the blind.
I got to say, you as a blind man is still far superior to me as a man with sight.
That's right. I think as long as we keep heading in a direction where there's more of these zombies coming from, I reckon we're at least hopefully heading the right way.
I reckon you're right, mate, but I reckon my gut tells me in the middle somewhere they've done a nasty little figure 8 with 2 exit points, but I just spent an hour, I reckon, on the figure 8 going round and round. Oh, what? Where's the exit? I can't find. I've already been here. I'm glad I played it offline, to be honest.
That's all right. We'll keep going. Do they? If you start going the wrong way, does it keep respawning the The enemies?
No, I was just running around in an empty swamp and couldn't find the exit.
Okay. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go.
Oh, and once again, I've picked up the toolkit, mate. So if you see one of those doors, sing out.
I don't see anyone's name on it.
You'll need this. Here, let me help you.
I mean, we're not here
Oh,
to
I'm being healed by a bot. Look at that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Never hurts to have
Nice.
more ammo.
Oh, and you won't guess what I was able to do last night on my first play of this. Guess which achievement I popped.
I don't know. I've actually haven't had a look through the achievement list, to be honest.
I did the complete a run without triggering a car alarm. I'm pretty sure I did have it recording at the time. I'm not on the screen, but I will use that footage in GEA Tuesday night, 8 p.m-ish. You can tune in and see me popping that achievement. You'll just have to believe me that it was me on the controller. Oh, don't touch him, don't touch him, don't touch him. Back up. Go the long way. Oh, next thing you'll be bringing up the fact that my son got 18 kills in a Fortnite match, and you'll suggest that I gave the controller to him. And no, that isn't a confession. Oh, the witch has got me. Although they don't call her the witch in this, she was the witch in the last one. Yeah. Now, is this a... I feel like there's one of those doors around here, but I can't find it. Where is it? Oh, no, it's up here. It's up here. That's right, the control room. It's all coming back to me. Up into the control room, you hit a button. With the door up here. Oh, yeah. Now, we need to get fortified in a bit, and it's going to get real hairy. But we're up in this control room, mate. And when I said it's going to get real hairy in a minute, that's right when I pulled the trigger and caused it to happen before you were ready. Sorry about that. Me in fine form, as always. Oh, I love the way the heads come off with this blade. You've got to get hold of a machete and do it if you haven't already. Bully, it looks fantastic. Whatcha? 3 heads in one! Woo! New favourite weapon.
Taking a fancy to any of the melee weapons. And I was talking about last night the absurdity of some of them, like the purple floppy thing in
Saints Row 4.
the Saints Row games.
Oh no!
Get me interested.
Surely they'd have some good melee games in some of the Weeb games, mate. I never play them, so I've got no idea. But what's the melee situation like there, or is that not really a thing?
No, I can't remember any of those either that really stand out.
I'm trying to think now back to the old World of Warcraft days. Was there any good melee weapons then? Was it all melee weapons? God, I can't remember. No, my main was a hunter, so I was always rocking the bow. It was my preferred.
Yeah, I think that's what I did, because I prefer when I didn't really do it as a group thing. I did a lot of it as a solo. So I think that when you're playing through it as a solo, I think the best one to do it was with the hunter, because you had your ranged attack, plus you had your
minion
as well.
Yeah. Yep. Whew, I was a night elf hunter all the way, and I rocked a what do you call it? Like a snow leopard thing.
More and more of these tunnels.
Not a snow leopard. What's it called? A jungle cat. Sorry, a jungle cat, like a tiger or some such. Now, where do we get up and over? We've got to get up and over to the boat. Oh no, we have to blow up the wall, don't we? There's a big oil tank somewhere, and you shoot it, and the wall blows open, and then we're out on the ship. I can't remember exactly where that is. It's not coming to me.
I don't know. We're starting to run. I'm starting to run around in circles, eh?
Oh, wait, do we have to trigger the... Can you come up here? I can't trigger the thing because I've got this minigun in my hand. But is there... Can you knock a controller there and does it move something?
It doesn't appear to.
I'm pretty sure we've got to swing... We've got to swing a crane. Oh, do we need to maybe jump over these next roofs, maybe? Oh, I think it's up here and over. I think it's coming back to me. I think we go up these stairs here, up and over to the left, and then there's the oil container.
Oh, there, climb over the train car.
I think it's over this way.
Oh, there we go. It's coming up with the...
Here you go. Here you go, you idiots. This way.
Yeah, it's come up with the... yeah, it seems like you've been running around like a doofus for too long, so I'll give you a hit. There we go.
Where is this fuel tank going in the... I'm just going to drop it here. I'm sick of carrying it around.
Next time, aim at the written.
Get into the safe room. So are we... Oh, no, I think the safe room's in this building.
How bizarre. I don't know what I'm thinking of. I was sure that was... You blow up an oil drum and then you're out on the highway boat area. I've clearly confused two levels.
I'm not sure. I remember, was there another area fairly early on where you're like in a train storage yard thing? Is that?
Yeah, maybe that's what I've confused it with. I'm definitely thinking of a train yard, but I really thought that one was it.
Well, it might be. Yeah, it might be the next section that you're in that.
Yeah, maybe. Here we go. Here's the thing.
There we go. We're into.
Oh man, that looked brutal. All right, we all in. Shut the door. Another one complete. Yes, man, we are rocking this tonight. This is awesome.
Harrington.
Oh, Sean Games in the chat. Thank you for moderating, mate. I really appreciate it. And he's saying there's a camera delay. I honestly thought I fixed that. Is it getting worse or is it staying the same amount of bad? I noticed on last night's stream it kind of went in and out of sync, which is frustrating. Who knows? Oh, and Bully, sorry, I had to ask you, mate. Do you recall what level the Shredder's Revenge little hack happened on?
Pretty sure it was the first level in the. It is in the TV studio.
TV studio, perfect. Check.
Yeah, the
All right.
TV studio, the first level. So for those that missed it last night, if you're going for the achievements or the platinum trophy there for the Turtles Shredder's Revenge game, there's one of them that requires a 250 hit combo, which I was getting fairly frustrated with. I was getting up, trying to do it properly, getting up to somewhere between 150 and 200, and was sort of a struggle. But I found a bit of a hack that you can sort of cheese it and get all the enemies out of the way on one part of it, leave one, and have them sort of pinned up against the left-hand side of the screen. And as you keep, you can continue to hit them, and it'll rack up that combo without actually killing them if you manage to do it quick enough.
Perfect. And I tried to do it legit myself last night. I managed to rack up a 3 kill streak. So just a little shy of the required 250. And that was the container I was thinking about. Just there that we blew up and went through the wall. I thought this was in that last bit. I was close, but no cigar, unfortunately. Woo! Look at those bodies fly. Is there anything more satisfying than making a woo-type noise and then having your character do it almost immediately after? Nothing puts a bigger grin on my dial.
Well, the only thing is that it reminds me of, I'm not sure if you ever saw it, the How I Met Your Mother TV show.
No, I never got into it.
There was an episode about what they called woo girls.
That sounds like me. Shit, wrong gender again. Woo! Oh, don't drop your toolkit, Troy. You paid all the money for the toolkit. Oh no, you know, I'm not leaving that machete behind. It's too much fun. And the fact that it says biohazard and now it's covered in blood is just lighting me up. I love it. Oh, did you hear the voiceover then, mate? Heads up if you're out there, you need to run. Oh, really? The middle of a zombie apocalypse? Thanks for the killer advice.
Oh no, hang on, I've been trapped in that room.
Oh, should I double back or are you right? All right, let me see if I can. You all good, man? That's cool. If you come just here, this is the safety spot, mate. So if you can make it all the way over here, we're good to go. Oh, get out of the way. The stupid AI put the minigun down so the AI decides to stand right in front of the barrel.
Hang on, what have I done here?
Let me see if I can open a window for you. No.
I think we've got to... No, that's...
Yeah, go up to the roof and then out and you'll be over.
I do need, if you see one, I do need a...
There's health down where I'm standing, man. If you can get to me, you can heal up.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, no.
Oh, I see ya. All right, I'll just clear the way and then I'll be with you. Here we go. Heading to you. Now, there is an achievement if you kill 10 people while you're grounded. Oh, I did not see that bloke.
Help has arrived.
I got you. You're all good. Now, we need to plant the explosives, but I haven't picked them up. I don't know if the bot picked them up or whether we need to go back here and pick up the explosives. Yeah, here we go. Explosives down here. I can carry one if you want to carry the other, I think.
Sure, I'll go back. Didn't get time to look around the first time.
Do it, bully. Light them up. Clear me a path and I'll go plant some explosives. I'll leave those guys for you. I'll be all about the explosives. Oh, yeah, let's go. Whoop, whoop.
So I'm starting to run a bit shy on bullets here.
Oh, really? I don't know why. I thought the miniguns had infinite ammo. Maybe it was just wishful thinking.
I'm down to about 50.
Right, I've almost got the first explosives in. Planting.
Come on. Oh, that was good. He jumped on. Oh, no. Oop.
All right, explosives down. I'm coming back to you for the second charge. Oh, now I had to ask you, I had to IMDb it because I was convinced of this, but it's not. But have you noticed the narrator in these, especially in the cutscenes, but back in the camp, the narrator sounds incredibly like Michael Ironside, aka Splinter Cell?
I'll be honest. Okay, so I've got the next explosive. I haven't watched a lot of cutscenes, to be honest with you.
No, fair enough. And there's only 3. There's like the cutscenes are just like the explanation for how to use each of the 3 modes, like the online mode, the single mode, and then whatever that weird other mode is.
Yep.
But if you watch that, and you can trigger them from the pause menu, you can just go pause, and then way down the bottom there's like tutorial videos. There's 3 of them. If you watch any one of those, listen to that voice and tell me that's not someone doing an absolute ripper Michael Ironside impersonation.
I'll have to pay a bit more attention next time. All right, plant that explosive. Here we go.
Good stuff.
This is Hope 1. If you're all quite
That guy.
around, you need to get your ass
Hear him?
back here now.
Yes.
How Michael Ironside
Yes.
is that? And it's not him. I was so sure that was him.
You're right. Well, if Sam Fisher pops out, I'll be most impressed.
Oh my God. We so need another Splinter Cell game.
Hashtag Ubisoft bring back Splinter Cell.
Indeed. I just need the in my life more often. And that's not Unky Dunky's whale noise.
Need this.
Also, I actually did go out and buy the and it's getting quite expensive now. There's the PS3.
Get off the boat, mate. It's going to blow. You made it.
PS3. There's the PS3 collection of the first 3 Splinter Cell games I picked up recently, so I'll have to maybe go back through and play a few of those.
Sorry, is that something that I missed the crucial bit? Did you say that was in PS Plus?
No. There's a physical disc version of on the PS3. There was quite a few. They released quite a few of the PS2 games as a collection. They did it with. Pretty sure they did it with.
So
Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
And those sort of not Spyro, the raccoon.
Yep. Blanking on his name.
Sly
Cooper. Yes.
And they also did one with the first 3 Splinter Cell games that they put on a collection and as a 3-pack on the PS3, but it's a physical only.
Can I guess? Was it Pandora Tomorrow? Was that in there? Yeah. Well, it might have been the third. There was the original Splinter Cell. Oh, maybe it was Pandora Tomorrow. I'm trying to think of what the third, because Blacklight or something was the 4th one. Blacklight, something?
Blacklist.
There it is, thank you. I'm pretty sure that was the 4th one.
There was Splinter Cell Conviction, which I think was the
That's
last one we
right.
got.
That was the 5th, yeah. But what was the 2nd? Yeah, mate, go for it. I promise I won't launch early. I promise. Yep, standing by. Push a couple of those weeb titles out of the way and then see if you can find it.
Funny you mention that because the ones I'm moving out are Tales of Zillia.
Need some first aid here.
Tales of Zillia 2. The Metal Gear Solid collection.
How about this?
And here we go. Here's Splinter Cell trilogy, which had the original Splinter Cell, you had Pandora Tomorrow, and Chaos Theory.
Chaos Theory. Now, what about this for a pitch for you for a Geek Aloud video? Could you maybe walk us through the collection, the Weeb collection one day?
People need our help.
We're gonna have to get a live camera your side, and then I reckon we do it like interview style. Me, Unky Dunky, and yourself, and you can just walk us through the collection and point out the best ones and why they're the best. I reckon that'd be a fun old half an hour.
Yeah, well, it's funny though because a lot of them, especially in the physical collection, I started without. There's a lot that I haven't played, and I only started getting them into the collection because the price for physical versions was starting to go through the roof. So I jumped on a lot of them to try and get them while they were still relatively cheap.
Yep.
But there's plenty that have gone that I sort of picked up in the last 4 or 5 years that were like I sort of got them for maybe $10 to $20 that are now they're up over $50 a piece, which
nice work.
Which is always handy, but
Woo! I like the M4. I assume it's an M4. This is a nice gun.
But there is still a couple of, especially on the PS3, there is still a couple of ones that I'm looking for, and they just seem, every time I look, they just seem to be going absurdly high up and up in price. There was, I don't know if you remember the DuckTales remastered that
I do, yes.
that they released. I think
you'll find it's actually called DuckTales Woohoo.
Well, if I could find that for cheap, I would do a woohoo. That's currently selling for somewhere in the region of about 200.
Whoa, that's crazy. Now, I've got no idea about the physical collection scene, mate. Is there a shop or something in Geelong or Melbourne you could recommend? Like, if you're a aspiring collector out there, where would you start, do you think?
I suppose that's sort of the issue. Like, I know in Geelong there's not really a lot, and I can't say the same for Melbourne. I'm sure there are some around. I just haven't been able to find them. But I find, like, if you're going to go to a specialised shop, you probably going to end up paying premium for them. So
Yeah, right.
generally try to look for, I don't know, even eBay is a bit hit and miss, but generally try to look at Gumtree or Facebook Marketplace, those type of things, or even, you know, garage sales and thrift shops and that sort of stuff. You can still get things occasionally, and it's becoming less and less of an occurrence, but you can still get people selling off their collections and stuff like that you can still get them for a good price.
Like, sorry, in EB Games, you're saying?
Oh, no, sorry, on Marketplace and...
Oh, Marketplace. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, those type of things that you'll have, you know, parents might be selling off, their kids have moved out of home and they're selling off their kids' stuff and all the rest of it. Occasionally you can get some good price there, but
would that hold true then for, like, your St. Vinny's and stuff?
Yeah. So occasionally you'll get some good scores out of there. Again, it's becoming less and less regular, but if you're going to specialised shops, you're really only going for them because they've got something that you've been looking for a while that you haven't been able to find.
DuckTales woohoo style.
Yes. You're prepared to pay the premium for it.
What are those places like, though? Could you trade there for a good deal, do you reckon? Like, if you went in with, I've got 2 copies of this rare one, would you trade me, like, this one of the ones and give me a discount on the other one? Is that sort of how they work, or no?
Yeah, and it sort of depends, because you'll get some that will do, they'll just give you a blanket price for what you're trading in. Some will do it as, they'll give you a cash price and then a store credit price, and the store credit price is obviously always higher than the cash price. So then you can...
on your right.
Once you've worked out what you are, what you want to buy, if you then trade in the value of that,
Yep.
you can sort of work it out that way. So you can do it. You know, there's ways around it without having to pay cash for a lot of this stuff, but it's just, as I said, it's just becoming harder and harder. And I think the biggest thing was and I know the same rings true for over in the US with a lot of the guys that do it over there. The pandemic has just seen the prices of not even retro games, but, you know, a generation or two of those games just, you know, skyrocketing, going through the roof, and stuff that 3 or 4 years ago you could have probably got for a pretty reasonable price. You just can't do it anymore. Yeah,
do you happen to know, I know it went high, but I don't know the price, of the 50-cent Blood in the Sand? I understand that's the collector's.
I don't know off the top of my head what it's running for now, but it's, yeah, fairly indicative of those sort of games, which is quite funny because I don't think I've ever played.
Oh, bully, this one's for you, mate. Come grab this.
Good.
Yeah.
But it's actually quite good, but it just didn't sell well. That's why.
Yeah, and now everyone wants it because of the licensed music. They can't re-secure the licenses, so they can't resell it anywhere. It's only on disc.
Yeah, so there's stuff like that, but then there's also a lot of other games that were pretty ordinary when they were released, and they just didn't sell well. So as a result of that, they're in sort of limited supply.
To me, Billy, to me. Yeah. Oh, free me from a cocoon and get an achievement.
So yeah, it's not something you're gonna be able to work through and build up a collection overnight.
Yes.
You just got to, you know, have a bit of patience and sort of work through it, and, you know, get those deals or trade up, or, you know.
Have you got a particular deal? Have you got a particular deal you're most proud of? Is there one that you're like, oh, I got that for a steal?
I reckon probably the most recent one from this year. I paid $250 for two N64 consoles. So one of them was the standard grey one, and a jungle green one with the matching controller, plus 3 other controllers. There was about 20 odd games with it, and the official cartridge stand as well, which is actually hard to come by these days.
Cartridge stand? I can't even picture that. What's that look like?
So it holds, it's sort of double-sided. It's about, 50 centimetres odd tall, and you can slot the cartridges into it. It's a Nintendo branded one.
Yeah, right. I didn't even know they made them.
Yeah, and then there was, in the 20 games that came with it were some good ones in there. There was, Paper Mario and StarCraft 64, which is, those by themselves, if you're looking to buy them, you're pushing $200 to $300 for those just to buy them by themselves. So to get all of that for that price, I was
got to be happy with that.
Very happy with.
Nice work. And have you ever had to go international? Is there any international purchases you've made?
No, the apart from Amazon, not really, because I've sort of looked at some of the secondhand shops or the gaming shops over in the US, especially. It's a lot more prevalent over there, but by the time you factor in shipping and
of course,
and all that sort of stuff, plus you're looking at, unless you've got, because they're obviously, if you're looking at some of the retro games or retro consoles and stuff over there, they obviously run on NTSC, whereas we're PAL, so it's if you're wanting to buy games over there, you have to outlay the cost there, but then you also have to outlay the cost for either a converter or an NTSC console. So
yeah, right. Oh, I guess the only other thing you could do these days is probably pass it through a PC, could you? Like a capture card, and then use the PC to convert the signal. Maybe.
Possibly. Oh, yeah, I haven't looked at it that way, but even the cartridges. So if you buy an NTSC cartridge, it's actually different to the PAL cartridge. So it wouldn't.
I had no idea that was a thing. Wow.
So they're actually different. If you look at them side by side, they're actually different cartridges. They look different.
That's fascinating. I just assumed they were the same cartridge worldwide, and the PAL NTSC was an internal console thing. Man, you're bringing all the news to me today. I love it.
So I think it was only, most of the others are generic ones worldwide. So the N64 uses the same cartridge is the same in Australia as it is to Europe, as it is to Japan, as it is to the US. But the SNES in particular, so the US version is more square with sort of ridges on the sides.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Whereas the PAL versions are more of a rounded top.
Okay.
Or rounded at the sides, I should say.
Yeah, right. Man, you're going to have to send me photos. This is why I want to get a camera there, and I want to see your collection. I want to see all these little nuances. I love all this stuff. I think it's the best fun ever.
Well, I'll say I've got, I think I've sent Unky Dunky an update the other day. I think I've hit 1,100 games in the collection.
Whoa! Ready when you are, mate. Are you good to go here?
And I'm just having a look now, and I've hit 25 different consoles as well. 25 different consoles. Holy moly. You're going to be able to start opening the front door as a museum, mate. That's quite the collection. Well, the only issue is it's starting to get to the point where I'm having to box things up because I can't. I don't have the room to store them.
What does that do? Like, do you have to find a specific sort of, got to be certain temperature, can't be moist, all the rest of it?
No, I haven't sort of gone that far, but I just sort of use the plastic boxes, like the tubs and stuff that you get from the hardware shop, just to sort of
Yeah, right.
Can't leave anyone behind.
Oh, here we go.
box them up and
Special door,
seal
mate.
them in.
Yeah, right. Because I think I heard, now I could be totally wrong on this, but I believe I once heard a good spot to store them is a wine cellar.
Magazine here.
Like if you've got an old
yeah, well-
a house with a wine cellar, you can store games there pretty well. Apparently, I'm not a collector. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Ammo pouch.
that'd make sense because it's all temperature controlled and that sort of stuff. So you don't have, I suppose, the moisture, which I think,
Magazine.
and it's just gonna. We're just gonna have to see the longer it goes on because it depends how they're stored and that sort of stuff. That you end up. I don't think the cartridges will be too bad, but the discs, once you start getting into the PS1 type era, that you start to get disc rot.
Oh, never heard of that as a thing, but I understand it. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so it starts to basically degrade the
black bit on the back peels off, does it?
Oh, not so much that, but you can actually, I don't think I've got any examples of it, but you can actually see in the
Now you got me in. Handgun.
you can actually see on the disc that it starts going a sort of grey, greeny type colour.
Okay.
And once you start to get disc rot in there, it basically becomes unreadable. So the disc conditions be the longer that you sort of have games that if you're buying them secondhand or whatever, if they haven't been well looked after, then you might get to the point where you've spent all this money and then in 5 or 10 years you might not be able to.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, you might not be able to actually use them, which should be.
Do you go to the extreme of like ripping them onto a PC, like grabbing the ROM, so to speak?
No, I haven't gone that far yet. As I said, I haven't, for the most part, I haven't encountered it myself, the disc rot, but
You're gonna be all right.
yeah, it'll just be interesting to see in the future how that sort of
I mean,
Yeah.
how that sort of plays out. Yeah.
And do you think you could maybe one day be going to a Storage King type facility and just starting to fill one of those up?
Well, my wife, that's funny you mention that, 'cause my wife's already said, has already mentioned that. I think this is getting the room's getting a bit too full, and we're going to you're going to have to start thinking of something like that.
The walls are closing in, bully. Oh my goodness!
It's funny because I think her idea was because we sort of run out of room in the house for it, and we don't have any area for your man cave or a shed out the back or anything like that. But her thought was basically set up one of those Storage Kings as a
depository.
As a man cave, and sort of set it up so that you go out there, you leave the house for the house, and you.
Yep. Now, do you know the terms and conditions of the Storage King? Do you reckon I could set up my studio in one, or would they cut up rough if I was actually operating out of there?
To be honest, I don't know.
Well, when you're in there talking to him, mate, just ask him for me. And what if I were to start live streaming from this facility? I guess the problem would be getting the fibre installed.
Well, see, I don't even know if they're powered, let alone if they've got, you've got the ability to do other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
do you remember that old Simpsons episode? You want to live in the box? It's an extra $5 a week. Oh, I love it. What do you have any insight? I've got none. What has Unky Dunky got set up? Does he have a man cave as such?
I don't believe so. I think he's just sort of got, because he does a lot of. He's very much gone digital. So
I thought you were going to say he very much goes big spender.
No, he just goes big spender on the digital.
Yeah.
So I think I think I'd have to double check with him, but I'm pretty sure that he
Here, let me help you.
I mean, we're not.
he does most of his stuff now digitally. So any of the physical stuff he's just sort of got put away in a in a cupboard somewhere, and then just sort of does it that way.
Hope one.
Yeah,
Over
perfect.
two. The library's secure.
So we spend all that time fortifying the building so we can run out the back door.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we have just run out the back door to start with, or am I crazy?
Well, yeah, I know.
Another crew to hold the fort once things calm down. But right now, I need you to
But it's funny that I suppose the only issue, and you talk about things that degradation of media and stuff like that with your physical stuff, but the other issue that's starting to crop up more and more at the moment, and you mentioned it with the Blood in the Sand and the licenses on the music and stuff like that there's you're starting to get to the point where even on the digital stores, companies are pulling down games off there because they've lost the license for it and they can't sell it anymore, even digitally. So,
You've prompted me, mate. Next time we hit a safe room, I'll bust out my Rock Band / Guitar Hero. I'll just quickly run through it on stream. I'll go grab my arm full of discs that I will never part with. When the zombie apocalypse hits, mate, come to my house and pick up yourself some good Rock Band and Guitar Hero originals. And I've got a working 360 for it all under the monitor.
nice.
As bad as my old man arthritis gets, I refuse to stop playing Guitar Hero. I figure my hands will stop working one day. It may as well be for something worthwhile.
Something up just ahead.
Oh, here we go. Next shelter. Woo!
We've still got people on the ground out there. Find them.
All right, Michael Ironside, let us in. Why won't it let us in? I don't get it.
There's still people out there.
I know.
Still people out there. Michael Ironside saying we've left someone behind. Where are they? Rescue the remaining survivors. Find the specimen. The horde's coming. The counters. Oh, we've got to wait for the horde. We've got a minute counter. Well, that minute counter counts. Here we go. I'm going to go for the collection. I hope you've got a preview monitor somewhere, mate.
Make sure you check every building.
No, I don't have a screen set up at the moment.
Oh, well, you'll have to check the stream back at some point. Oh, my God. This collection is my pride and joy. I'm going to put a joke one on the bottom. Don't let me forget to show you the joke one. Whew. All right, here we go. Now, this collection I reckon would be worth a bit, but I'd never part with it.
Anyone behind who's
Check that
still
stack out, guys. Look at that. All my music games, and you can never get them off me unless the zombie apocalypse hits and Bully's going to come and pilfer them, I reckon. Here we go.
My first stop.
360, Guitar Hero 5. 360, Guitar Hero 3. 360, Guitar Hero Van Halen. 360, Guitar Hero Aerosmith. 360, Guitar Hero World Tour. 360, Guitar Hero Greatest Hits. 360, Guitar Hero 2, the original drug. Xbox One, Guitar Hero Live. Xbox One, Rocksmith 2014. Xbox 360, AC/DC Live Rock Band. Now that is a rare gem. 360, The Beatles. You're all right with the horde, mate, as I just go through the games? No, I'll get back to the games in a minute. Where's the controller, Troy? Start pulling your weight. I'm just going to hold the trigger down and slay them all.
Have you still got the
Machete.
machete? Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend. Oh, such a satisfying crunch sound as it goes through their face. Ka-chink, ka-chink.
Well, my workout.
Also, there's another horde coming, so I think I don't know where it is, but we're going to have to go and find this other survivor.
Oh, you reckon?
We've missed somewhere, because it's still saying that as your...
You reckon by now they would have given us the old "Oi, dickheads over here" thing?
Well, You would hope so. I suppose that's the only. Is there?
We're a team, so act like one.
Is there a
Mind if I do?
waypoint?
Well, I'm just wondering how I was being all smart-assy about fortifying that building, then running off. I wonder if they're in here.
We've left someone in there.
Playtime.
I'm not sure. I'm speculating. I'm guessing. Maybe. I'm back to the original room. There's no one in here. Oh, blood samples. Find the specimen container. Maybe that's what we need to do.
Looks like we might have to do both, so I don't know.
Well, I'll keep checking out this building. If you want to check out the whatever else is out there, the servo and stuff.
Oop.
It's possible I got a little bit too distracted and excited by my music rhythm games.
Yeah. I'm not sure now. This is.
Hey, a lucky copper.
I'm just waiting for Unky Dunky to come in on comms and, oi boys, go here. He's like our guardian angel.
I might have to send out the SOS to him.
We can still grab fortification boards, but surely we don't actually need to.
People in trouble at Haven Apartments. Get your asses.
Haven Apartments! Go to the Haven Apartments. Where are they at? I got no idea.
Found some other area that we haven't been to yet, so maybe.
Ah. Past that. Oh, yeah, okay, coming to you. I just went through that whole building where we left earlier, and there's definitely nothing we need
Oh, here we
there.
go. Yes, yes. I've just blown open a door, so.
Nice. I've rejoined the group.
It's a hotel, so that's given us another checkpoint as well.
Oh, on the wall. Oh, she got me.
Here, ammo.
Oh, now this is possibly a little disappointing, but I'm happy with it. In the accessibility menu, Bully, there's the option to turn on, hold down the trigger and all weapons auto fire. That is that's an absolute godsend if you're like me and have bad arthritis in your trigger fingers. Just holding it down instead of constantly ba-da-da-da-ba-da-da-da-ing it is means I'll be able to actually use my fingers for the rest of the
Oh,
day.
Jesus. Oh, I've got the specimen container. Here we go.
Oh, good work.
Anyone got a med kit?
Deliver the specimen container to the end of the level.
Cool. So we
just
just
gotta
need to find a survivor somewhere. Oh,
Yeah,
that
and
wasn't
we've got-
one.
Move it or lose it.
We've got 17 seconds till we get another.
A large number of written approaching your location.
Oh, 33. That's the magic number, surely. Opening a crate at 34. Do you suddenly feel like, oh God, what's his name? Cole Phelps in L.A. Noire, going from apartment building to apartment building? Oh, got one, got four. There's 4 people in here. Get to the safe room. There we go. All right, it's every man for himself. Get back to the safe room.
Oh, I've just had a.
Man, I tell you what, the old DualSense 5 does feel nice. I like the implementation of feedback. Oh. Now. Oh, I'm so lost. Do you have any idea how to get out of this place? I'm running around in circles.
Hang on, I've just had a message that I just have to quickly deal
Oh,
with.
very good, mate. You go right ahead.
I'll be
But you're squirming.
back with you in a tick.
No worries. I'll just stand by and keep the horde off you.
Ooh, shiny.
Cover me, reloading.
I can hear someone's big footsteps. I got the stairwell covered. I feel like he's going to come up the stairwell, is he? Man, that audio is deceiving. I really can't place exactly where it's coming from.
I know.
Oh, I've had to give up the machete because I found a blue pistole. They were shooting their pistoles up in the air.
Don't waste my time. Oh, incoming.
Oh, here he comes. Oh, there he goes.
Got a tall boy.
Brah, brah, brah.
Right. Let's get ourselves moving around this hotel again. Oh, there's the door. Just jump out.
Beautiful. Instead of me following that, I went all the way back down the stairs where we'd come from. And then wondered why I couldn't get out again.
We've got, I think, another minute to get back to the safe room before we hit the horde
We'll
again.
make it. We'll make it. I've got faith.
No, we should be right.
As George Michael once said, you've got to have faith. Of course, that isn't country or western, so why would I ask you?
No. Certainly George Michael words to live by.
All right. I think we've made it. We'll shut that door. I will finish running through my collections, and then we'll shut this here stream down. Complete? Oh, it's complete. All right. So, where did I get up to? The Beatles I did. All right, so it's this other pile. Then, 360, Guitar Hero Metallica. 360, Rock Band 3. 360, Rock Band the Original. 360, Rock Band 2. 360, a backup copy of Rock Band 3. 360, Rocksmith. And then we've got, of course, on the 360, DJ Hero 1 and DJ Hero 2. And are you ready for the cream on top of this here dessert?
Go.
Lips on the Xbox 360.
Actually, you know what the one you are missing there, which I think I did play, there was a Lego Rock Band game.
There was, and I could never get my hands on a copy. I only found out like 2 years after it came out, and then they just disappeared and I couldn't get one. You're right, that is the hole in my collection. But that's my music rhythm little dream that I live here in the Geek Aloud studios. But, Willie, sir, thank you very much for this morning. I've had a blast again.
Thank you, I have too.
Excellent work. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back officially on Tuesday for the Gaming Enforcement Agency. But of course, between now and then, you may see us pop up for a random stream, but there'll definitely be some Let's installs. And specifically, today's will be Back for Blood on the PS5. Thank you very much for watching. YouTube.com/Geek Aloud. Like it, subscribe it, you'll never miss it. Oh, that was luck. Hey, that's something. Love everything about it. Ooh.
Fire splash!
Old Uncle Donkey. Donkey.